people, so I won't name names here, but several people wrote on the cards, why did you write Baby Girl? Is it what you were feeling at the time? Were you feeling like you were in a rut and you weren't getting anywhere, but you knew you would? Is that what it was, Jennifer?
Wasn't that counseling?
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, obviously it's from the perspective of a musician. You know, Kristen brought in the idea of the chorus, Dear Mom and Dad, please send money. We took it and wrote it, you know, as musicians because that's what we are and that's what we related to in life. But anybody can really relate to that, to having a dream and needing support from home and the joy you get when you do succeed and being able to give that back. So it happened to be about a musician because that's what we know best how to do.
So here you are, just thrown together in life every single day. What have you learned about each other? Oh, he's What have you learned about each other that's been surprising?
Very good question. Again.
This is like how to petrify Christian in 30 minutes.
You gotta know, I gotta steer away from things where, you know. No, with Jennifer, it surprises. First of all, I had no idea when I first met her that she was such a avid dessert aficionado. Like, she loves dessert. And when we were making the record, and we were trying to not eat sugar for a while. Irony, Sugarland. We're making the record. So we're trying out this not eating sugar thing for a while, and she brought me back a pie.
The biggest Reese's cup you ever saw.
The biggest Reese's cup I ever seen, and it was for real. I mean, that was chocolate on top
made with
Splenda. Go figure.
All the pleasure, none of the guilt.
So, as it turns out, the thing that I have learned about these two that I didn't know before is that we can really burn like an hour and a half, 2 hours just talking about food. I mean, we can just start driving and we're in Birmingham and we're like, okay, well, have you ever had a chocolate eclair with blah, blah, blah? All of a sudden, you know, we're in Atlanta. And we're still talking. We're not like, we're interrupting each other still, and it's 2 hours later. Oh, no, have you had this?
So you're down to the nitty-gritty in the conversations about each other. I see. Okay. So, Kristen, what has intrigued you about Christian?
Well, he has a lot of intriguing things, actually, because Christian has this really cool metaphysical mom. So he is a really metaphysical guy, you know, and he knows all these cool spiritual Deepak Chopra. I don't even know how you say it. But yeah, I think that's really intriguing to me about him because he's got this really spiritual, metaphysical side of himself.
Oh,
so
cool. How does that keep the two of you grounded?
He always has a very different perspective because of that. You know, like we may have Jennifer and I generally have pretty like opposite perspectives on topics, and then Christian has one that you never saw coming. You know? And he usually starts it by saying, well, you know, to understand that you have to go through the back door. And then we're on pins and needles wondering, what does that mean?
You know, we're very full of metaphors,
yeah.
You know?
Well, you gotta
take like rock climbing. You know, we're like, okay, where are you going with this? Because we've never been rock climbing.
Poor daughter.